Good morning. It is Monday morning, August 4th, and I have not given a garden update in a while. And the cicadas are singing, so I thought I'd talk and show off my garden a little bit. First, I have some, I think they're called echinacea, and they're doing well. And next door, around the corner, black-eyed Susans. I've had trouble getting these started because when they were new plants, the bunnies like to eat them. A few years later, they're finally coming along. This is a dill plant. He's kind of rogue, but I kept him. And these are my strawberries. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. These are, I believe, calendulas. You can save the petals and do stuff with them, but I've never really gotten into infusing leaves and oil. These pretty orange flowers are nasturtiums. And there's some more yellowish ones. And then I have a lot of sage and a little bit of thyme. And the tall spears are rosemary. The sage is new to me. I had no idea it would grow so much. I think it comes back every year. I'll let you know next year. Next, I have potatoes growing in here, and I took them out. They've been kind of composting a little bit, throwing stuff in my flower bed or my vegetable bed. And these are my zucchini plants, and they are growing like crazy. Here's a little one down here. I just picked 4, and I'm going to leave that one till tomorrow. And they seem to be liking my garden, not complaining. And then I had garlic and onions in here. I pulled them out. Looks kind of weird. I have 2 tomato plants, and it's been a really hot summer, and I'm starting to see some tomatoes now, but the plants just weren't doing much anything. I think it was too hot. And then I planted some beans, and they're struggling to germinate. I have, 5 or 6 here and a few down there. It's cooled off a little bit, so I'm going to plant some more beans. And these are my tomato plants. And these are either Amish paste or sand something. I don't know how to pronounce it. So they are finally, oops, we're a little bit fuzzy here. These are finally starting to ripen. These, I will probably pick them tomorrow. They're looking pretty good. And these tomatoes didn't get as large as the other ones. And these are called African Amish paste. And the person I got these plants from had friends that went to Africa about 20 years ago. And so they saved some of the seeds, and they've been planting the seeds and selling the plants. I'm not sure why they aren't as tall as my other plants. I think I have sun in the morning, but in the afternoon, these plants on this end of the bed get shaded first, so maybe this isn't a good spot for tomatoes. And we'll walk to the end here. Oops. So there's my garden. I'm gonna walk around a little bit here. This is the basil. The experts say planting basil with your tomatoes helps the tomatoes become sweeter. And I haven't trimmed these as much as I should or pruned them. They're thriving. And here's my 2 lone tomatoes. And the other side of my zucchini plant. Sometime this week I'm going to plant some seeds in here, getting ready for fall crops. I'll probably plant some sugar snap peas, and I kind of like beets, and I may try growing some carrots. And I have a little animal that comes in and eats all my carrots, so I'll plant some and see what happens. And this is the other side of my herb garden. And over here, oh, here's one. This is a common milkweed plant. I raise monarch butterflies, but a rabbit ate a lot of my milkweed plants a couple years ago, and they're slowly coming back. Here's another small one. And here's my main 3. I videotaped growing some monarchs from eggs to caterpillars, and I haven't posted it yet. I need to do that. I also have 2 green stalk planters. And you get closer here, I have a couple green pepper plants. And here's 2 peppers. They probably won't get much bigger. I'll probably pick these soon. And here's another pepper plant. I also have some broccoli. And 2 of them have formed little heads. I was looking for them. Let me turn this around. Green stalks are nice because you can turn them around if you get a swivel thing at the bottom. And this is a small broccoli head. I'll probably pick this because it's getting ready to flower. Broccoli is the buds, and then they open up into yellowish flowers, so this needs to be picked. I like when I make eggs, I'll chop up the broccoli leaf and add to my egg. So I grow these more for the leaves than for the broccoli itself. What else have I got here? I have snapdragons, and this is sweet alyssum. These are pansies, and it's been a hot one this summer. I haven't been real good about watering my planters. This is kale. What else have I got? Let me turn this one around real quick. Here's another broccoli with a little tiny head. These are some trailing petunias. This is another petunia. I've got a carrot in here. I pulled one the other day and it just had a long, thin stem or a root. This is a flower I planted. I don't know the name of it. And that is my garden. Thanks. These are the onions I picked a couple weeks ago, and I'm zoom in a little bit closer here. This is about the average size of one. When you pick them, you leave the stems on it and the roots. You let it dry out for a couple weeks. And I just cut everything off the other day, and I will store these. And so that's my onion haul, and I'm pretty happy with it. For one person, that's not too bad. That'll last me a few months.